Kane, it's 1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened as I said it would. People will be. Oh, when have we got Leeds? Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe football show. I hope you're all doing well. I don't need that on anymore. We had that yesterday for the White Rose rivals, just so I was aware of everyone's name. I hope you're all doing well this morning. I've woke up this morning and I'm choosing violence because I'm pissed. I'm so pissed because it seems like every man and his dog. You can hear a dog barking in the background there. I'm going to have to shut that window. Next door neighbours have lent a dog for looking after a dog. There's friendship at barks. Mine don't bark. But he loves a good old bark. I'm just going to shut that window. Yeah. Anyway, I'm pissed, man, because, you know, every man and his dog wants to leave Leeds United. So, and I almost feel like, how dare you kind of vibe? Like, how dare you angle for moves out of this football club? Because you are part of the reason why. Well, no, not part of it. You are the reason we're in this mess. You know, it's not looking good, bruv. Not looking good, bruv, FC. Yeah, exactly. Please smash a like on the video. I will be on Twitch as well today during the day. So if you could follow me over there, that'd be great. We're seeing an increase in numbers. It's weekend league, so we'll smash that in. I'm back at 8 o'clock tonight as well. I've got a rival show, myself, Locks, and Jack from Matchday Vlogs. You'll remember who's been on my shows in the past. But yeah, so that'll be fun. Because, you know, speaking to the White Rose rivals yesterday, it's clear no one's fearing Leeds United. And I had such high hopes going into this season. But I know now, tonight, when we speak at 8 o'clock with Locks and with Jack, like, I'm going to feel even more depressed because they're making moves, you know. You've got Southampton buying the best left back in the league in Ryan Manning. You've got them paying 15 million for the kid Shea from Man City. You've got Leicester City buying Winks, Cody, and Doyle. Callum Doyle, who was at Coventry City. So already their backline's improving, right? You might even have Johnny Evans staying. So if they're going to play with the back three, you've got Cody, Johnny Evans, and that Callum Doyle. No disrespect, I don't rate Cody, but as a back three in the Championship, you shall not pass. So it's not looking good for us because we should be also making moves. Yeah, someone relayed to me, big up to Damar and others, that you know, and this person seems to have got quite a lot right up until this you know, up until this point, and by all accounts, Strauch and Vauban are wrangling for a move. Now, in all honesty, if you know, it was only the other day that we're saying that Strauch should move, yeah. So Cody is good. He will be. I don't think he is good. That's just my opinion, bro. We've been through this before, though. There's a reason Wolves, who were struggling, sold him. There's a reason Everton, who nearly got relegated, didn't play him. That's all I'm saying. Championship might be his level, but yeah, I'm led to believe that maybe, you know, maybe Strauch. This is what I'm saying. I just want to pick this because I don't want to, like, all of a sudden about face and say, oh, I can't believe Strauch wants to leave. It's the best for both parties. We were discussing it the other day on The Final Word. He needs to find a new home. He needs to re-find his form. And I don't think he's. Maybe he will go on to have an amazing career, but I think we gassed him up a little bit too much, and you know, a little bit. But then again, he might go somewhere else and re-find that form that he did have at Leeds. I do think playing him at left back stifled him. I know people disagree. Joe being one of them, for example, and that's totally fine. Football is about opinions, but we've seen a definite drop off. And then when he was moved back into centre back, it was like he was a fish out of water for me. LUFC Loft says, how do we know it's not Farker wielding the axe? See, like I said, I'm not too fussed on Strauch. I don't think Vauban, well, Leeds United pushed the Vauban narrative with the, you know, we were led to believe he said, I will stay, but we don't know if behind the scenes, in terms of all the exits, and not really any incomings up to this point that they're going, oh my God, this is worse than I first thought. I want out. You know, I want out. Now, I'm not going to sit here. I can hear that fucking fly again. It's back. I'm not going to sit here and say that I am as mad on Vober as a lot of people are, because I'm not. I think defensively he's okay. He's not as amazing. I think we gassed him up because he came through and we're used to so many piss poor defenders. I think on the ball he's poor. I think on the ball he's very poor, if I'm being totally honest, in terms of distribution. And I mean, just look at his decision making in the Newcastle penalties, etc. I don't think he's all that and as good as people thought. Do I think he would be great in the Championship? Yes, 100%. You know, that's why it'd be decent if he was staying. But yeah, Stacey said if he isn't staying, why be in the kit? This happens all the time, Stacey. This happens all the time. Come on now. The kit reveal normally is a good moniker. Why do you think the club on the video used all the youngsters? Because, you know, they're defo staying, right? No one's taking them yet. Yet being the key word. Fergal Kelly said it's all rumours until they're gone. Yeah, of course. Shall I turn off the channel now? Of course it is. We're going to chat about it. Just like incomings, right? You've seen from the thumbnail that a story broke in the last 24 hours that the Alex Nübel, goalkeeper at Bayern Munich, spent last season on loan at Monaco, could be on his way to Leeds United. And then that's also, I mean, it's still out there, but LUFC fan zone, big up the lads over there. They do have connections, regardless of what Twitter will tell you. They do speak to people, regardless of what Twitter will tell you. They're both good lads as well. They've reached out to someone close to the player who's rubbished the claims. Now, there isn't any news to back that up as of yet. But yeah, look, you know, I spoke to Lockie last night. Lockie's friend gave a bit of a glowing indictment of the player. You know, someone who works over in Germany, I believe. But you know, he's almost he going from Monaco to drop down to the Championship. I know it's a bit of a farmers league, but yeah. Ronald says maybe the Fly wants to leave as well. I know, Ronald. I think everybody does. Every man and his dog does. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, Bravo FC, as Tashirna said earlier on. And I'm just pissed. I am pissed. I'm pissed at them all, really. I'm pissed at the previous owner. LUFC fans don't get a thing right. And the other weirdo is also... No, I disagree, the Yorkshireman. I disagree. So, we'll see. So, anyway, let's get back to it. As I said, regardless of what Twitter will tell you. So, I'm pissed at the previous ownership for putting us in a situation where we can't recoup any transfer fees for players. Yeah. You know, because they've put this stupid loan clause in. Like, can you imagine had we have been relegated in the previous seasons, it had been even worse. You know, it'd have been even worse than where we find ourselves now, I think. So, you know, I'm pissed at that situation. I'm pissed at the lack of incomings. I don't care about this EFL thing because, contrary to reports, you know, Leeds United can bring in footballers. Like, what's this? What's this? This is on the Leeds United official website. Josh McDonald signs for Leeds United. We're also getting in Piri from Aberdeen, I think. So why is this being allowed? Do you know what I mean? So we can bring in players because we've brought in managers. We've brought in coaches. We've brought in Nick Hammond. So we can do it, you know. So I don't agree with that. So I'm pissed at this ownership. I guess you want to look. My main worry is like all this stuff as of, you know, with the 49ers and their head coach and everyone saying, you know, all that sort of stuff. Like, oh, people were having a go at us if we look at the comments when they were talking about American football and, you know, you know, we took our time and it worked out well. This is football. It's different. We kick the ball. We don't throw it. Do you know what I mean? There's relegations, there's promotions, you know, this isn't a closed shop. You can't mess about. You can't just go in a draft and say, well, I've him, and him. Doesn't work like that here. If you don't start quick, you get left behind. These players, you know, you don't like have a day. I may be speaking out of turn here about the draft process and that, but you know, you're able to take your picks and trade your picks. This isn't the case. You need to move and move quick. Do you know what I mean? You need to move and move quick, because Yorkshireman says 49ers out yet, Joe. No, not at all. But what I'm saying is, you know, Rocco warned us loads of times. You know, I'm not too sold on him, he used to say, because they've been in situ for a long time. A long time. They've had a part to play in the decisions that were made for a long time. Now, yeah, I mean, now... What's changed? It still feels like the same shit show. The only difference being we're not leaking stories. We're not leaking stories to Fabrizio Romano, etc. I think the only one that was leaked was maybe Junior Firpo when Andrea was still in situ, because Andrea was thinking, yo, you know, we can stick around, sell some players, and I'll get us back up and then get more money. And then after he tried to siphon off Ellen Road, he was told to, in no uncertain terms by the fans, you can do one. Do you know what I mean? I just don't know what's going on at the football club. And I get moving in silence. I get that. But you need to give us something, because it's not good for us to not have a clue. You are the custodians of the football club. And, yeah, I mean, Tashirna said, is Nat Phillips still camped at Hazelwood Castle? Probably not. He's probably at Bamborough Castle, mate, or something else. Do you know what I mean? Castles in the stars. Will tell me why. Where the castles in the sky. That's where he is. We've been linked to Paddy McNair. That's come out of nowhere as well. But again, a CDM that can play at centre-back. Are Leeds United preparing themselves for more exits? It feels like they're waiting to clear the decks. But this transfer window goes all the way to, everyone say, tune. Oh, tell me why do we build castles in... Yeah, it is a tune. Yeah! It is a tune. But this is what I'm saying. You can't wait to clear the decks, because the season starts. The season starts. Jody says, don't want him. I don't mind Paddy McNair. He's a good player, mate. Good player. Came through Man United, played at Sunderland in League One, went to Borough, plays well, plays with Stuart Dallas internationally. And if you're saying you don't want him, I hate to break this to you, folks. Leeds United aren't moving in the same circles as Leicester. Leeds United aren't clearly moving in the same circles as Southampton. The players that we're linked with are okay. And that might be smart, as we were talking. You know, we said, oh, it stinks of smart signings when the Phil Hay piece first came out with the players that were linked. And yes, we were all on it. Yeah, it does. It does look smart. But guess what? None of them have come in. A few of them have already moved on. You've not got a cat in hell's chance now of us getting Gus Hamer. Forget it. That fly's doing my head in. Right, it's left the room. No, get out. Oh, it's come back in. I was just going to shut the door on it. Go that way, you fucker. I hate it, man. Can you hear it? Sorry, Marco. Chase that, bro. Right, it's gone. Get out. Yes. It can fly about on the stairs for a bit. Yeah, so like Gus Hamer, it's not happening, is it? Mike AS says, where's the McNair rumour come from? I'll get the articles up on in a bit, and we're going to go through all the articles. Let's have a look. Daniel Eger with the super sticker. Thanks, Daniel. Josh McDonald, big up. Just signed him, haven't we? Josh professed to be the player and got, I don't know if he got a bit of stick, but just a bit of a laugh in it. Twitter's not real life. It's the one place where everyone's so serious, yet if you take something the wrong way, they go, was only joking. Oh, yeah. Josh McDonald, wish you all the best going full time. Thank you very much. I've had such a glowing response, man. It's been amazing. If you hate flies, don't come to Australia. Mark says, try living in Australia, Joe. I mean, I would. I'd hack the flies. I'd just walk around with fly spray as deodorant, maybe. But yeah, look, we can sign players because we're signing them. You know, we signed young player Josh McDonald. I don't know if that's because he's down at the scholarships and all that sort of stuff, but we're still doing it. You know, I'm not feeding into that narrative anymore. You know, we've even got now like players saying, not players, fans, and sort of looking at this now as a 2-year project. And I'm not having a go at these people because they might be watching. I'm not. But what I'm saying is it's like we're already, and I'm guilty of doing this as well, of starting to think, yeah, maybe a 2-year project. And yeah, but I don't want to sign up for that. Nor should we. Don't accept it. I almost feel like Lee Gunner-esque about lowering the standards of this football club, etc. But I'm not accepting this being a 2-year plan. We shouldn't be, not a chance. You know, we that's just me. And maybe then people are right who think maybe the club are looking at it as a 2-year plan. Not for me. I want out. And I want out quick. Look at Leicester. They're moving. Wicked R said it's realism. It may well be, but I don't want no two. You might think it being realistic, but I don't want that. And my opinion is I do not want no 2-year plan. Do you know what I mean? Not a chance. Matt Decor says took Farker 2 years with Norwich. Oh, don't come on with that, man. But it took him 1 year when they got relegated. Don't try spin that as a narrative. No chance we get promoted this season, Joe. Accept it. I mean, maybe, but I want us to. But it's easy to say, oh, well, it took him 2 years. Totally different kettle of fish, bro. You know, we've just come out of the Premier League. They weren't. They were never anywhere close to it. Then he came in. It was like him coming in when we were 13th. We've just been relegated from the Championship. It's not the same. Wicked R said, I don't want it either, but this is what they're doing potentially, bro. But I don't think we should accept it. You know, I don't think we should. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it, is it? We'll still go. We'll still watch and all that sort of stuff. But I just think it's the fact that no one's saying that that's happened. But I think why are we allowing ourselves to start to come around to that narrative? Do you know what I mean? Why are we, sort of going, no, it makes sense. And everyone's like, accept it. No, we shouldn't accept it. Do you think Leicester City fans would have accepted it? Nope. Do you think Locks would have been sat there going, 2-year plan works fine? No. I mean, Southampton maybe more so, but I don't know. Like, I just think we should be new ownership. Yeah. New ownership, more money. Because this is the thing, right? This new investor got announced yesterday. And, you know, I don't watch basketball. I don't know about basketball. The most I know about basketball is back in the day, Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Michael Jordan, Chicago Bulls. Don't mess with that. That's the extent of my knowledge, but that was the time for me. But Russell Westbrook. So basically, you've got Larry Nance, but according to Andrea and Lockie, you know a lot about basketball. Basically saying like Russell Westbrook blows Larry Nance out of the water. Like this guy is just like next level in terms of global appeal, etc., and also cash money rich. So this whole thing about us being skint, I do not agree with. I do not agree with that. I don't believe we are skint. So what are they doing? Do you know what I mean? You can't tell me when you've got investors, and yes, they are small investors, but if they're small investors, what are the fucking big investors carrying? When you've got Jordan Spieth, I don't know if he is world number one now, but a top level golfer who earns millions upon millions upon millions. Like golfers earn no joke of money. Yeah. When you've got golfers like him who are minority investors, then what are your big boy investors doing? What money are they carrying? So I do not agree that this club is skint. Not for me. I totally disagree with it. There is money there. Yeah, I don't go long. FFP, Jamie, I don't know enough of how that works, but the facts are we haven't been able to bring in any fees up to this point. Who've we actually sold? Tyler Roberts? Is Tyler Roberts the only one that's been sold? And you probably see, for me, we're going to get transfer fees for Somerville. We're going to get transfer fees for Nonto. We're going to get transfer fees for Melier. Somerville, Melier, Nonto. You could throw Vobra and Strauch in that mix now as well. I don't know how they work with FFP. Some of them with coming through youth and stuff. I'm not too sure. So I don't. Rodrigo, yeah, but 3 million. Rodrigo, it's like nothing, is it? Nothing. Harrison, Jack Harrison as well. Andrew, you've mentioned, that's a fair shout, brother. Tom Johansson with the super sticker. Thank you, my man. Thanks for your support, brother. Yeah, Tim Mason said it's not FFP. Well, just on the FFP crack as well, like Leicester are not. Southampton are not. We're in the similar boat, people. We're in a similar boat because guess what? Southampton haven't sold anyone yet. And they've sloshed 15 million on the kid Shea. I forget his last name. Or is it Shea's his last name? From Man City. They've bought Ryan Manning in, yes, admittedly on a free. Leicester, yes, they've sold Maddison for 40 million, but that's it up until this point, people. And have brought in Winks, Cody, Doyle from City. So they're in the same boat as us. Financially, we're not in an issue. FFP isn't the issue for me. So what is the issue? I don't know. Shea Charles, that's it, Shea Charles. So I don't know. And the thing is, we're led to believe the players are there, right? So, but we'll see. We'll wait and see what's gonna happen. Like I say, but it's and the worrying thing is, folks, right? Yeah, I am worried, bro. I am worried. That's yeah, but Sam, it's still it's 40 million. It's 40 million. But Southampton haven't sold anyone then, if you want to do that. So they've got they've spent 15 million on a young player from City. They've just got Ryan Manning in, and more coming through the door, it would seem. And we have no one. Yeah, this is my thing as well. I'm not saying it'll all kick off, Mike, but we need something. Give us fucking something. I don't care that you like to move in silence. It's frustrating. This is the point, Jamie, though, isn't it? We don't know. We genuinely do not know the absolute shit show that's behind the scenes. We don't know about this. Look, at the end of the day, Radrizzani didn't tell the 49ers that he'd bloody siphoned off Ellen Road in a deal to try and buy Sampdoria, and they owned a percentage of it. So imagine them coming into the football club and going, oh my God, what is this? We're still paying for, you know what I mean? They're probably looking at it going, wow, we're still paying for bloody Alan Smith. You know what I mean? This is what's happening. I don't know. We're still paying Alan Smith's wages. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. It's mad. We're still paying for Mark Viduka. There might be so many skeletons in that closet that it's blew their bloody socks off. And they're going, whoa, we're firefighting here. And if that's the case, then tell us, give us something. Tell Phil, tell Graham, tell somebody to put us at ease. Because we're expecting the world. We're expecting a tilt at promotion. But at the minute, like speaking to the West Yorkshire rivals, or the Yorkshire rivals, yesterday, they're talking like, what's a good season for Leeds? Top 6 and that. And I'm hearing them and I'm going, yeah, I don't think they're far wrong. And tonight at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be talking to Locks and Jack, and they're going to be like going, yeah, man, we're really looking forward to it. And we're going, bloody hell, what are we doing here? You know, and I hate to put yous even further in the season starts in 23 days. 23 days. That's not long, people. It's 3 weeks and 2 days. No, John. New rules, not old rules. That thing came out after the fact. Please don't believe any sort of spinning that you're getting. Don't. Lockie says FFP works by losses the club makes over a specific period of time. It is 3 years. Yeah, hence why we get parachute payments to cover that. FFP is not an issue. Exactly, bro. Exactly. So, you know, it's amortization and all that sort of stuff. And when you're looking at playing, like, if you sell Strauch, that's gonna sort you right out, I'd assume, because we paid next to nothing for him. Figures are between 8 and 10 for Strauch. Volby, you're looking to recoup your money if indeed he does want to leave. I think we paid like 12 million euros for him. At least with some of the players, we'll start to bring cash in, but it's clearly causing an issue because, you know, Daniel Farker mentioned it after the Man United game. So there's got to be something. But 23 days, as I keep saying, 3 weeks and 2 days. I mean, it's nothing, especially when you consider we've got another 3 games in that time as well. We've got to play Monaco. We've got to play Nottingham Forest and Hearts. Yeah, exactly, Jamie. What are them reasons, though, innit? But there's clearly a reason we ain't spending. Exactly. You could it be the amount of transfers we've got to pay for over the next few seasons? You know, we all thought we bought Adams outright. That's again, you know, over so many seasons. We're probably still paying, you know, for players like Feckin, Robin Koch, and we've let him go, you know, and he's gone out on loan and will leave for a free, and we've probably not actually fully paid for him yet. This is the shit show that was going on behind the scenes. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's just frustrating. And also worrying. Carl Maglusson says, he's just become a YouTube member. Welcome to Just Joe FC, my guy. Thank you very much for helping. We are paying 5 million a season on Aronson, which is a joke in it, because what did we pay? About 25 million. This is all supposition because none of us have a clue what is going on. No, that's true. But again, like, this is what we do. Get used to the new way. You won't. No, David. No. We're not even talking about that. This is what I'm saying. This is what people do, right? This is what I see it all the time, okay? Because everyone deals with it differently. Everyone deals with things differently, okay? So, for example, everyone's waxing lyrical on Ryan Manning, yeah? Ryan Manning goes to Southampton. Leeds were never in for him. I mean, we were. He's not actually that good. I mean, stats tell you to differ. If you don't want to Leeds, we don't want him. I mean, if you want to deal with it that way, you can. And again, now this is what's happening. So the way that David is dealing with the fact that we don't know what's going on and we're worried is to go, listen, man, it's the new way. This is how we move. I disagree. It's not, man. These men who have money love limelight, love ego, love all this. Fred says you seem rattled. I am, broski. I am. I can't lie to you. You know, it's a case of like going, right, it's clearly there's a shit show behind the scenes. And now I'm not saying that that's the 49ers' fault, although they have been here since like 2018 and we're in 2023. So, I mean, they knew what was going on or at least know something. So let's not go, this is how we move now. I'm not too sure that is the case. My head's gone. Yeah, I am rattled, Fred. I am. I'm Fred. It's not morning to want players coming into the club. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't know if you're aware, but if you look at the squad, you know, that played against Man United, it was abysmal. Youngsters good. Can they win the championship? No. The old guard are way off the pace. What else is there? Rutter, Cine, unfortunately, folks, Cine's not staying. I can't see it. So who really were your exciting points? Who you would consider ready to play in the Championship now? Now, of course, you might go JB, etc. But yeah, I agree with that. But what I'm saying, who's ready there? Rutter? Who else? Cooper did Cooper things. Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. But no one in our backline can pass a ball, by the way. Ball distribution is absolutely shocking. Shocking. And if you can't be worried by what you saw and also the lack of business and just say this is how we move right now when we're 23 days out from the season, 23 days. So these players have to come in. These players have to gel. But again, you mentioned Bate. Again, it was League One last season. Let's just see. Do you know what I mean? But yes, Bate was good. Bate was good. I agree with you. So yeah, 23 days out from the season. So in that time, we need, for me, a new number one, 2 left backs. We may even need a right-sided and left-sided centre-back now. Right back could be covered. We need about 3-4 midfielders. We might be all right on the wing, but again, I'm not Dan James's biggest fan. He can't pass the ball for love and money. Yeah, he got to byline about 3-4 times and then played the weakest, slackest back pass I've ever seen. There is more power in my Nan's left foot than his when he's passing a ball across the front of the goal. And we need strikers. I don't know. Yeah, Paul, exactly. Remember this. Puts pay to people saying it would be good to go down for a reset. Yeah, I never, ever, ever back that notion. Ever. I never, ever back that notion that it's good for us. We'll go down, we reset. It's never, like, it's no fail-safe. Daniel Farker said when he came in, less than 50% of teams go back at the first time of asking. Current situation puts play to people saying it would be good to go for a reset. Relegation was a disaster. Orta's legacy getting worse. Yeah, we genuinely don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So we need a full squad near enough. Okay, we've got 23 days to do it. So we're full squad near enough. 23 days to do it. A style of play to adopt and get used to, and also 3 games to play in that time. If you ain't worried and you're going, yeah, this is how we move now in silence, then you crack on, but not for me. 23 days, man. Ashton Dave said it's a 17-year reset. Exactly, brother, man. We've done a 16-year. Why not just that's what I mean. If we go to if we go to like a 17-year reset, maybe we'll stay a little bit longer. Shabang says, funny thing is that I was one of them, bro. And if we get recruitment right, we could well be. You just don't know. The Championship's a mad, crazy league. But that doesn't stop me. Listen, you know me, bipolar Joe, up and down like a yo-yo. It is what it is. But yeah, I think there's this, isn't there? If you're not worried, then you have your head in the clouds. Do you think we're going to get anyone in it? Yeah, we will. Like, yes. We're not going to not sign anyone. Like that. I mean, if that happened, oh my God, then we are up shit creek. But yes, we will get some in. I mean, we don't have a competent goalkeeper. We're going to have no left backs. We've got kids in midfield. We've got a striker that is allergic to scoring goals. Yes, if they don't, of course they will. Of course they will. But we move right. Let's actually go through some news after this rant that we've sort of been on. Even the press, Yorkshire Evening Post, and everybody, Phil Hitt, they even they're like looking around for scraps. Where's the news? Where is the news? Do you know what I mean? So there is nothing. There is nothing. Right. Okay. So let's get some. Let's have a look at some transfer stories and links, etc. Rasmus Christensen is going to have a medical to go to Roma. Another rat leaving the sinking ship. Not that I'm asked. I wanted him sold anyway. He's the worst right back I've seen in Premier League history. Okay, that's pushing it a bit, but he's bad. He is bad. So he's set for a medical. Rasmus Christensen will leave the building. Another player that looks like he's set for the exit is Crysencio Somerville. I like this title. Former youth player, a bad boy. What is he like? Bad boys for life. But yeah, he's clearly a bit of a shit behind the scenes, and I'm not too fussed on him anyway. But look, we bought him for 1.5 million euros. We're gonna be obviously returning an investment on that. There's a lot of talk that he might be a bit of a shit behind the scenes, and also caused issues with regards to Nonto, maybe like turning him to that bad boys for life. So yeah, he could be going maybe back to Feyenoord. I'm not too sure. I do see a move to Holland for him. You know, he didn't really want to be here. He said himself after being here a couple of weeks, "Get me out of here." You know. So yeah, and listen, I've not heard anything specific, all Bob. I'm just going off what other people's have said, what they've heard. Do you know what I mean? It is secondhand. It's not ITK information, but there you go. He will have interested parties. Let him move. Big up to Tenacious G. Sorted me out on Twitch last night. Good man. So yeah, he can leave. For me, I'm not too fussed on Somerville. Obviously, this story broke yesterday. This is on the goalkeeper situation. Nübel, okay, currently at Bayern Munich, did spend time on loan previously did spend time previously on loan at Monaco. Stuttgart want to loan the goalkeeper. Premier League relegated Leeds, on the other hand, would like to make a permanent commitment to Nübel. Bayern would tend to sell him rather than lend him. But that sort of counteracts what's been said by the lads at LUFC Fan Zone, who say, just one moment. Oh, where is it? Unless they've deleted it, which then makes me think, oh, no, they haven't. It's here. I'll share this with you. So Alex Nübel will not be joining Leeds United despite strong reports in Germany yesterday suggesting that Leeds are strongly interested in him. A source close to the player has told FanZone, Farke likes Alex, however, he will not move to Leeds. He will leave Bayern, however, to another German club for next season. Stuttgart, as well as Leeds, were named in yesterday's report to be strongly interested in the 26-year-old who spent last season on loan at Monaco. The report stated that Leeds wanted a permanent transfer, whereas Stuttgart were offering a loan deal. But it said that Bayern wanted to sell in the piece that we've just read from Bild. But yeah, Daily Mail picked it up as well. And again, it's sort of, there's a lot of conflicting reports. So it says Mail reports that Whites will have to fend off competition from German outfit Stuttgart. But Leeds are thought to be favourites to sign Nübel, who could be available for around about 8 million euros, which equates to about 6.8. As I say, we'll have to wait and see. But it's yeah, a lot of conflicting reports on Nübel, so we'll have to wait and see. But will he want to drop from, like Liga and where he was last season, or maybe stake a claim in Germany, go on loan to a Bundesliga side, and maybe one day become Bayern number one? I'm not too sure. Jack says, what's happened to Darlow? Your guess is as good as mine. What's happened to Nat Phillips? What's happened to everybody? I do not know. I want to know. I wish I knew, but unfortunately, we're not hearing anything. Then also this report, again, conflicting. It looks like a lot of guesswork, but it's saying here that this is from Sport Witness. They're saying this is a German publication, cover the situation, and Leeds' interest gets a mention again. It's also stated Bayern want to secure a buyback clause for the goalkeeper. Such clauses are most common when a promising youngster leaves a club. What Leeds think of that is unknown, but they may agree if it means a cheaper transfer fee. But none of the reports have shared Nübel's stance on a move to the Championship club. LUFC Fan Zone tell us he's not interested. Bayern prefer a permanent move, but want a buyback clause. The Leeds want to take that. Stuttgart would prefer a loan to a permanent transfer. So it's one to watch. But I mean, Cal Darlow's there available. Go get him. He's got experience at this level. Nübel would be a good signing, course, yeah. But here we have a couple of tweets here. Okay, so we've got a piece here from Graham Smith, right on the money. Let's have a look at it. This is wrote from the man himself. Perfect timing, and he is talking about Alexander Nübel. It's almost as though he knew we were live. Big up to Graham Smith. Do you know what I'm just going to say on this, right? So this hasn't really been picked up by any massive publications up to this point. Graham Smith's not talked about it. Phil Hayes not talked about it. I got a message off a randomer saying I'm a Brentford fan. It's not happening. How do I know? I spoke to him directly. I'm his friend, and then that was it. But you don't know how true that is, right? But yeah. So let's have a look what Graham Smith's had to say about Nübel. This is hot off the press. It's just come out 12:21, and we are on what? 12:27. So
let's be able to
just pause that. So the Whites were first linked to Nübel by Bild on Thursday, with the German outlet also with the German outlet also revealing Stuttgart's desire to land the 26-year-old on loan. He's a bit of history on Nübel. So he spent the last 2 seasons on loan with Monaco, playing every single Liga and game, which is very good in terms of experience, and starting all 10 of their European fixtures. He also featured at Ellen Road in December's friendly win over Leeds. Capped at under 21 level by Germany, the stopper has nearly 50 Bundesliga games on his CV and a further 76 in the French top flight. But Darlow remains on the radar of Nick Hammond, Daniel Farker, and the data specialist playing a part in Leeds' summer recruitment. So that tells me that Darlow's still number one, right? Still number one choice. Last season was a relatively quiet one with just 12 championship starts during a loan. Ilian Meslier is due to return to full patch on Monday, but the young Frenchman who has not shied away from questions over his league future can be among those departing. It'd be interesting to see on Monday if we see Meslier, Nonto, Somerville come back, okay? The goalkeeping position is just one of the many squad building. See, this could be like, I don't know if, like I said to you earlier, Graham, Phil, news is thin on the ground for them. I genuinely don't know if Graham's seen that piece by Nübel and said, here's a chance for me to write a piece about Darlow. Is there actually, like me doing this video, is there actually meat on the bones from the club to say, yeah, we're still tracking Darlow as our number one? I don't know. But we're just talking about a goalkeeper here. It doesn't have any anything in there, really. We're still waiting for EFL approval. 3 weeks and 2 days. God. Supporters had their reservations drained entirely by last season's shamble. There's the issue of patience. Fuck patience. While Leeds, they're living in cloud cuckoo land as well. Move on. Still need to strengthen. Again, it's more of an opinion piece in it. Left sided centre back, right back. Thanks to Central. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see. There is work to do. Yeah, there's too much work to do. Too many men. It's brutal. Florian Plettenberg apparently has tweeted about Nübel. Let's have a look. Well, that's that one done. Nübel is going to... well, we're still in. Let's have a look then. So this has come from Florian Plettenberg. So there is legs to it. There is legs to this story. If we have a look here, it says here, Florian Plettenberg, who is Tier 1. Exclusive. Secret meeting. Alexander Nübel was on yesterday to meet the people in charge. I'm not going to even try their names. Stuttgart pushing for a loan with an option to buy. He's the desired number one for manager. LUFC still in the hunt, but there's no official offer yet. Bayern prefers to sell Nübel, but Stuttgart with very good chances now. If you want Nübel and Bayern want to sell, put in the money. Put in the money, because Stuttgart only want a loan. Bayern want money. They're having meetings with Daniel Levy over the transfer of Harry Kane. Just give them the 8 to 10 million they want, the 6 million they want. Do you know what I mean? If we're still in the hunt, and this is from a top tier journalist in Florian Plettenberg, then that's got legs to it. You know, that has got legs to it. So is that Graham Smith piece just totally being kibosh there? Because he's saying we're still what? Do you know what I mean? It's like we're all sloshing around. I mean, they're paid journalists. Not it is what it is, but there is chat there about Nübel. So we'll have to wait and see what we're. But yeah, so it looks like that has legs. You know, I know it might totally differ from the player side. According to LUFC Fan Zone, they've come out and said, you know, he's staying in Germany. Maybe that will prove to be the case, but yeah, there is legs to it. But I just feel that if he's already at that football club, like Ryan Manning, that'll be done. That'll be done. Unless, of course, Leeds United put in a bid that Bayern can't turn down and Stuttgart get blown out of the water. No disrespect to clubs on the continent. You can't compete with the English club's money, even in the Championship. It's a madness. But, of course, what you can compete with is stature. What you can compete with is stature. So if you want to go get Nübel, go and get him, because we want something. We want a player. And listen, those that are saying he's this, he's that, he's this, he's that. If Daniel Farke wants him, then go get him. Daniel Farke wouldn't be after him if he didn't think he was capable, you know, and that's the thing to remember. That is the thing to remember. So we'll have to wait and see on Alex Nübel, but it genuinely looks like there is legs to that story, and a lot of what's been reported about a loan and all this sort of stuff with a view to a buy, you know, then it looks like there is legs to it, right? So let's have a look at this story, and I've just been sent this as well by Locks, because apparently Leicester are also in the hunt for this player. Played CDM, played internationally, and can play at centre-back, has bags of championship experience, and again would be a smart acquisition for me. It's Paddy McNair. So Paddy McNair has been linked to Leeds United, 5 million. And it says Leeds United are reportedly in the race to sign Paddy McNair this summer, with Borough entering the last year of his contract. He looks set to leave because he's in that last year of his contract. And Team Talk report that Leeds are keen on the £5 million Teesside player, along with newly promoted Burnley, Luton and Sheffield United. Premier League outfit Fulham are also said to be interested. I've just been sent another article by Locks, who says, you know, Leicester are apparently after him as well. Yeah, look at this. EFL approval. Birmingham announced new owners May the 8th. It got approved yesterday. Ours was done June the 8th. So based off this information, our approval could be the middle of August, worrying times. That's why I don't go along with this notion, bro, that it's holding up transfers, because they're going to have to get around it. Paul says, keep up the graph, big fella. Thank you very much. I will be on Twitch after this video, Weekend League, if you want to join me over there. I'll also be back at 8 o'clock tonight. Me, Locks, and Jack from Matchday Vlogs, a Southampton fan, will be chatting about the supposedly top clubs in this league, because unfortunately I feel like we're dropping out of that at the minute. So yeah, look, Leeds in for McNair, Dallas blown away by international teammate. Just having a look at some of Paddy McNair's stats and where he rates in terms of centre-back. Quite a few shot-creating actions for a centre-back, in all honesty. Progressive carries. Again, this is something that's very important for us. Passes attempted. Progressive passes, very good. Progressive passes received. So he's clearly highly involved in the build-up phase and retaining the ball from his teammates. And obviously, Michael Carrick plays a certain brand of football. He's entering the last year of his deal. He doesn't look bad at all in terms of what Leeds United may need. Ben Cabango, a lot of people have liked the look at him in the past. So yeah, listen, at 5 million, we need championship players. We need any players. We need any players. Go get Nübel and Paddy McNair. Stop messing around. Obviously came through at Manchester United, had minutes in the Premier League as well in 15-16. Then was sold to Sunderland in the Premier League, stayed with them all down to League One, and then got a move. Stayed in the North East, been at Middlesbrough now for 5 seasons, and has experience at this level. Just looking at just one moment. Paddy McNair's valuation around about 4.5. Again, in the last years, can play in the DM if needed. And like I say, has played a few times at centre-back, and also has international caps and goals. Okay. People that are sniffing up their noses at someone like this we'll be waxing lyrical on Stewie D coming back. Now, I know Stewie D is loved by the fans, but what I'm saying is sometimes we have to recognise why we are. I think Paddy McNair would be a solid acquisition for a team that's just dropped down. He's got bags of experience. It bolsters out the midfield because he can play in there. And it looks like we need centre-backs as well because a lot of them want to exit the building. So, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But, yeah, something needs to happen because, like I say, we're a bit thin on the ground. There's just been another article put together. I'll just quickly share this. This says the 8 Leeds United summer transfer rumours and the likelihood of each deal materialising. Paddy McNair is at that list. It says Paddy McNair said that Leeds United are alongside a host of Premier League clubs and Championship sides in eyeing Middlesbrough's versatile defender. This is what I'm saying when people are saying, oh, he's rubbish and that. I wonder why all these clubs are after him, innit? Borough are willing to listen to offers as he enters the last 12 months of his deal. Alex Nübel, with bids for Ilya Melli anticipated, Leeds are eyeing up Bayern Munich's Nübel. We've seen, as I say, it's been picked up by Florian Plettenberg there. So these legs, Max Vober. They're saying that maybe he could stay. Junior Firpo could certainly benefit from an exit. Rasmus has gone. Gus Hamer, he's going to the Premier League, unfortunately. Yusuf Poulsen getting the bin, please. Mark Rocker going to exit. There we go. That's a bit of a piece there for you. Listen, smash a like on the video, subscribe to my channel, get the comments in, hit the notification bell. I'll be live on Twitch very, very shortly. I'm going to get something to eat before I do, and then we'll jump on Twitch. And then, as I've said to you, I'm going to be back at 8 o'clock tonight with Locks and Jack from Matchday Vlogs talking about the newly relegated teams and what their thoughts are for the season. And if any of them are looking at Leeds fearfully like we are them, because unfortunately we're not. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, hit that notification bell, and I will see you all in a bit. Peace out, my guys, because at the minute...
And so we don't have the capacity.